So we're going to be doing a review of Robinhood, the investing app. So we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons and how to utilize this app. Now, this app is a fantastic app for beginner investors as well as intermediate investors. Now, before we get into the rest of the pros and cons, I will have a link in the show notes down below for you. If you are interested in signing up, I'm going to have a nice promotional sign up for you down below, which also does help support out the channel, but gets you started with investing right away. As well as at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the tutorial on signing up if you do need that information. Now, when it comes to a con on Robinhood, the fact that it's actually a very easy platform to use is the fact that you can actually be making some really easy mistakes with investing on the platform. And the reason for this is because it is actually a very simple process to use, and you can get mixed up on those things if you don't understand how those processes work. Of course, educational pieces can help you avoid these mistakes, but just something to always consider when using this app. Now, as I mentioned, because this app is so easy to make mistakes on, that means that the user interface is actually fantastic. Whether you are on your mobile device or on desktop, both functionalities work so well to be able to understand what you need to do to get to your ultimate goal of having your money invested into the market. Now, one of the most popular things when it comes to Robinhood is the fact that there are no fees when it comes to buying and selling your stocks or ETFs. And this makes it really easy for a lot of people to kind of get a really good test run of what it's like to actually be investing into the market. Now, of course, as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to the education piece on Robinhood, it is having a little bit of a lack of teaching when it comes to using the app. The great thing is there are a lot of tutorials here on YouTube, as well as some from here on this channel, which I will have here linked at the show notes down below. So you can go right to them if you need to learn how to not make certain mistakes, as well as making sure you make the right moves on the platform. So some other great pros when it comes to using Robinhood is that they do have options trading available for those who actually want to take that step over to even more intense type of investing. Now, there is also the opportunity for instant deposits, which also gives you the opportunity to have your money working for you even faster. Just as a free user, it is $1,000 actual instant deposit, so you can have that money working for you, keeping in mind that the money transferring from your bank will still take a couple of days to come through, but that money will be available to invest right away. If you are a gold member, which is their paid service, you do get actual access to even more money for instant deposits. Now, one of the cons, at least for some people, is the fact that notifications are very prominent on Robinhood. So when a stock is going really well or going really low, they will start popping informational pieces out there for you as far as how they're doing, which could entice you to either buy or sell or make different moves that you might not have otherwise. You can shut these things off so you don't get those notifications as often, but it is a con for some people when it comes to trying to balance their investing style. A really popular pro for a lot of investors is that you have a lot of different order types available for you when it comes to buying into stocks or even selling out of stocks. You have limit orders, you have trailing limit orders, you have a lot of different options for different order types, so that way you can get into the market that best fits you. Now, a really great feature with Robinhood that is also very popular is how their data is in real time when it comes to the stock's movements. Some other apps maybe actually don't give you this information up front or at current time, but Robinhood does a really good job of telling you what the stock is at any given time, as well as being able to actually give you aftermarket trading, which is great for a lot of investors that want to continue trading after the market has already closed. So this is a great feature for those who want to keep on investing. So one of my favorite features when it comes to using Robinhood is the fact that they now have fractional shares for most users. Still a feature rolling out, but this effectively allows you to buy into stocks at a dollar amount instead of a stock price point, which is amazing for a lot of investors that are just getting started. Now, aside from just the fractional shares, they also do have a drip feature, which allows you to have your dividends reinvested back into the stocks that paid them out. And this is a great way to get your money compounding and continuing to grow over time. Now, when it comes to using Robinhood, as I mentioned, there are no costs when it comes to buying and selling, which means there are no minimums to having anything in your balance. So there are no fees for having your account, which is a fantastic thing to do because maybe at some points you don't want to be investing, or maybe you want to pull money out, but there are no restrictions on how much you have in your account. Now, when it comes to a con on Robinhood, they don't have any live support currently. So that means that you have to go through email on every single conversation you have with them to kind of get any situation resolved at this time. And another another downside when it comes to using Robinhood is they have no retirement option available or no custodial option available at this given time. Now, another great pro when it comes to using Robinhood is when you sign up for them, you also will be getting a free stock just for going through the process, which I'll have that link in the show notes down below for you so you can go ahead and get started. But if you want to learn more things on utilizing Robinhood in the sign up process, check out my video right over here to learn exactly how to do that. My name is Dennis, and I will see you in that next video.